Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Keokuk County Veterans Affairs recognizes Saturday, March 29th as Vietnam War Veterans Day. We remember those who served. Keokuk County Veterans Affairs will be here when you need us. Find them on the ground floor of the Keokuk County Courthouse. Call 641-622-2761 or email Michelle Herman. Regular office hours are Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday 8 to 2, Wednesdays 8 to noon and 1 to 3, and Friday from 8 to noon. We remember those who served in the Vietnam War on Saturday, March 29th. The Watch Your Opera House in Watch Your, Iowa is hosting Heartache Tonight, a tribute to the Eagles, this Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. A Heartache Tonight performance is filled with moments designed to thrill classic rock fans. With songs like Seven Bridges Road, Life in the Fast Lane, Take It Easy, and Heart of the Matter, you can close your eyes and you'll swear you're hearing the real thing. Tickets are $35. You can purchase at the door or online at watchyoroperahouse.org. It's this Saturday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Heartache Tonight, a tribute to the Eagles at the Watch Your Opera House. Bras for a Cause 2025 is Saturday, April 12th at the Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick. Dinner is provided by Bubba-Q's at 4:30. There's a free will donation, plus a silent auction from 4:30 to 9 p.m. And of course, the live bra auction starts at 6 p.m. Modeling by the Hedrick Volunteer Firemen. All proceeds to benefit our local communities. For more information about Bras for a Cause 2025, contact Laurie Hornback at 641-777-4252. Just another morning show here on Steve Shuttler Media. Facebook, YouTube.
It is just like another one.
It is. It's just another morning show.
Yeah, but way better.
We're hanging out on a Wednesday. Is it Wednesday?
It is Wednesday.
Hump Day.
Do you remember the old commercial that got that so famous? What was the camel going around asking? Was it a certain name? First, he's like, hey, Steve. Yeah, I can't remember the name because that was more funny to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Than the hump day.
Yeah. So we're here on a hump day.
Middle of the week, Wednesday.
Hanging out. For some reason, you're on that. We switched sides of the screen.
Yeah. Oh, see, now this
I don't know why.
So now I can do an easy high five if I had to. Because it's not as...
Here, you get the back of my hand.
You just ate my hand.
Hey, we got a busy show for you today here coming up here during this hour. We're going to have Laurie Hornback from Bras for a Cause in Hedrick. That's coming up here in a few weeks. We're going to be chatting with Laurie about that. Coming up during the 8 o'clock hour, we'll have Miss Amanda from the library. We'll have Allie Tish. I believe they're going to be talking about 4th of July stuff and the planning meeting that's coming up tomorrow night, so stay tuned for that. Now, also, I'm not positive. I need to keep checking my email here because, yesterday we were talking about Rhonda Vincent, the queen of Bluegrass, calling in today. I'm not sure if she is. If she does, it'll be 8:15.
Right.
But I haven't gotten confirmation from her people. So if the phone rings at 8:15, I'm going to guess that it's her.
Right.
So
exactly.
You can get it kind of excited, but don't get terribly excited about it.
Yes.
Terribly. Hey, so what's happened in the last 24 hours with you? Anything interesting?
Not a whole lot interesting-wise. No. I lead a very dull,
sheltered life?
boring existence.
Yeah. You're chasing your dog around the store?
Yeah,
Is that
trying
what
to
I
get
heard?
him in the car or something, home, anything that would work. After a late night track meet, and
See, you have had things happening.
That's
Late night
true.
track,
Yeah.
a dog carousing around the neighborhood.
9 times out of 10, you just open a car door and he'll just run right to that car and jump in.
Okay.
He loves to go for rides. This time he's like,
Yeah.
I don't think so. This feels good out here. Like, come on, man.
We had our dog Hank several years ago get loose.
Yeah.
And he was having the time of his life. It was
Well,
like,
and-
and again, it was one of those where you would start to approach
Yep.
him or get kind of close, and then he'd get really excited. and-
like, "Rah!"
yeah.
And you got to give him that freedom once in a while. But yeah, I need it at least once a week.
Let's see here. My 24 hours since we were here yesterday. Took a nice midday nap yesterday.
Can't go wrong with them.
Oh, it was great.
Yes.
And then I worked till about 9 o'clock last night.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why?
But there's stuff coming.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
stuff
True.
coming,
You
people.
were working.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking. It's a secret.
I do know.
It's a secret.
Yeah.
We can't say quite yet, but we're getting close.
Don't you wish you
We're
knew what it
getting
was?
close. We're getting close on a little something. I can say
Yeah.
that I was kind of looking into making an app for the first time. Boy, that's a freaking headache.
Oh, I'll bet.
Jeez.
I'll bet.
Google needs to verify your existence, basically. They need everything but a drop of blood
Maybe that'd be quicker.
just to let you get on the App Store. So it's just
Oh.
like, good Lord, just give me an app. Give me an app.
Give me an app, man.
Give me an app. So that's what I've been doing. Let's take a peek at our forecast, shall we?
We
Before
should.
we get too far into things today and we totally forget about doing stuff because we need to hit the weather sounder. Yes. Oh, we're so professional. That's just has professional
Like-
written all over it.
I love the look on your face when it plays. You're like, sounds
It's
so
just
good.
something to behold.
It is. It's something to behold. That one caught me off guard. Forecast for today brought to you as always by the Garden Gate. Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney. Cindy is the one to speak to, or any of the pleasant gals in there, for all your floral arrangements, home decor, sympathy gifts, so much more I can't even go on. I could, but I don't want to. Sunny today and a high near 60. Another calm day with the winds. 40% chance of showers after 4 a.m., so technically tomorrow morning. Mostly cloudy, low around 43. Showers and thunderstorms tomorrow seem much more likely. Slight chance of showers between 1 and 4. Slight chance of showers, thunderstorms after 4. Partly sunny, a high near 63. Southeast winds at 10, gusting up to 20. 60% chance of that rain for your Thursday. Looking into Friday, 78 under mostly sunny skies.
Keep going. Just
So,
keep talking.
Oh, do you need me to? So,
Yeah.
I mean, you wait until Friday. It's going to get warm. I have not seen or heard any rain predictions or weather predictions on Friday afternoon through the weekend. With 78 on Friday,
You're just
breezy.
repeating things while I'm looking.
No, that's
for
fine.
something.
I'm afraid that it will
all right.
maybe brew something up. So
okay.
we'll see what happens.
Let's
but
take a look at our current conditions, shall we? Right
That's
now,
what I was waiting for.
humidity is at 96%, so kind of sticky out there.
Eee.
Winds are west at about 5 miles per hour, not too bad. Barometer at 30.25, dew point 29, and according to the National Weather Service, we have 37 degrees in downtown Sigourney, Iowa.
Downtown.
Of course, we do thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shuttler Media. You know, like our headliner, Brothers Market in
Well,
Sigourney.
yeah.
Savings, my friends, are made simple at Brothers Market. You can go to their website. You can download their app. They probably didn't have this much trouble as I am getting their app
yeah.
going. But you can have digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and a whole heck of a lot more. And a friendly smile. You know, Stacy and I, that's one thing. We did
Yeah?
pop into Brothers Market last night.
Oh.
and just the friendliest person greeted us. She's like, "Hey, welcome."
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I was impressed by that.
When I walk in, they're always like, "Oh, Neil's back."
Yeah. Oh.
They're not. No, they don't get
Neil.
down. It's just like, how many times is this, Neil?
We do thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. Toothy? Let Toothy out of the closet. Oh, he didn't walk.
Oh, wait. Where is... I heard him once.
There he is. Now he's here. Did you just wake up, Toothy?
Yeah, give me a second. Hey, it's me, Toothy.
Talk to us, Toothy.
And I'm here to tell you all about the great things at Oski Dental. Why am I sounding a little like Mickey today?
I can't keep going. Scheduling, because I'm going to get laughing. Schedule your appointments with Dr. Dan, accepting new patients. Oski Dental, they'll file all your insurance forms for
Heck
you.
yeah,
they
will.
That's a big relief, really, sometimes. They are a Delta dental provider located at 902 South 17th Street and proudly sponsoring our studios.
Yeah, keep talking.
Give them a call. It's
I'm trying to
641.
find something on my computer.
That's fine. Give them a call.
That I need you to
641.
kill some time.
Well, you're killing my time. 641-673-4845.
And tell them Toothy sent you. And by the way, yesterday, something was brought up about my evil brother,
Cavity?
Cavity. We don't like Cavity. We want you to brush.
This is getting good.
And
Keep
and
on talking.
Sometimes when my brother comes back and forth from where he lives, Florida, teeth are horrible down there.
Wait a minute. Here comes Cavity. Okay, moving on.
Thank you.
I finally found what I was looking for. This or that. Hey, it's brought to us by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. Oh, rain or snow? Which one you going with?
Wow, that's a toss-up. I guess rain, because snow means it's colder. So I would have
Rain's
to say
depressing,
rain.
though.
It is, but if it's snowing, then it's cold, and I'd rather it be warm. I don't know. That's a tough one.
This is a tough one because they're both kind of miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
But you need precipitation, so I
yes,
get
you
it.
do, Steve. You just did the whole... You couldn't see him, but he was like, you need precipitation. Yeah, you need it.
So this or that goes up 6 a.m. each weekday here on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. Question of the day. Maybe you'll relate to this one.
Oh, boy.
This will be more like a parental question.
Uh-oh.
Sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa in Sigourney. What things do you do to drive your teenager crazy while entertaining yourself?
A lot of singing and dancing.
Yes.
That's the first thing out of the box every morning. If things aren't going my way, you bet. I'll be able, I make up songs. They have no meaning and don't really sound good. But, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Get up before I shake you up. Yeah, stupid stuff like that. And yeah, the dancing, I can always get a, oh, stop. So yeah, I'm sure there's some people that go way above and beyond, but
sure
singing.
Yeah.
Did you ever do anything
yeah.
crazy? Like, because I do have one story.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't even name the names
right, no
of
names.
the particular kids. One kid wouldn't wake up. The other kid says, I got this. And yelled, hey, so-and-so. And he barely, so-and-so opened his eyes and whop, a slice of cheese to the forehead. You know what? He grabbed that cheese and ate it. Went right back to sleep.
Well, way to not waste the cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't really think, right off the top of my head, I can't think of, and I probably drive my wife more crazy than I do my daughter.
Sure.
One thing that I do that I find hilarious, but Stacy finds annoying, is if we're out on like the highway and I'm driving, and we're out in the middle of nowhere with no cars around us.
I know where you're going with this.
I honk to the beat of the song, and I think it's just the funniest thing ever.
And
Some people do too.
He's
but
not
my
lying.
wife, not so much.
He's not lying. I mean, it's honk, 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 honk,
Yeah.
honk, 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 honk.
I mean, it's very intricate.
One of these days, your horn's gonna just quit.
Horn solo.
Yeah.
So yes, I honk to the beat of the song. Again, I'm not putting anybody at jeopardy.
Right.
I'm not in the middle of traffic in downtown Sigourney.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Oskaloosa, or wherever.
You should go to Des Moines and do that.
Get shot at.
Right.
That's your question of the day. What else we got going on here this morning? Let's bring us back up on the screen. I wonder how we switched sides on the screen. I swear I was on the other side yesterday.
Were yesterday. Yep. Yeah. I don't know what happens. I think it's just got a mind of its own.
You know, see this funny thing? Oh, look at that. Whoa. I am totally covered up right now. Look at that.
Oh.
We could do something like that. Whoa.
Hey, that's more Brady Bunch.
Whoa.
That's Brady Bunch looking.
And then whoa. So,
But it didn't switch us.
yeah, didn't switch us back.
And there's nobody at our guest table yet.
Not yet.
So-
But Laurie Hornback going to be coming in here shortly, I believe, on this date in history.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and go to that. We'll stay on schedule. We actually do have a schedule. That's the funny thing is this might...
We do.
Every once in a while, things might just kind of go off track, but we actually do have a printed up schedule that we try to maintain. On this date in history, and again, today is March 26th, Wednesday. On this date, 1872, a guy named Thomas J. Martin was awarded a patent for the fire extinguisher.
Well, that's a good thing to have.
Yeah, fire
Thankful
extinguisher.
to him.
1872.
Wow.
On this date in 1937, spinach growers, spinach,
Spinach. I think it's probably spinach.
probably.
I don't know.
But I say spinach.
I say spinach.
Kind of like I say sugar.
Yeah, I say spinach with a G.
Spinach growers in Crystal City, Texas, erected a 6-foot tall concrete statue of Popeye. Popeye the Sailor Man.
Really?
So spinach growers saluting Popeye. 1937. 1950, on this date, South Dakota received an all-time record amount of snow in 24 hours. They got 38 inches of snow.
Oh, my.
24 hours on this date, South Dakota.
Oh, my.
That's over 3 feet.
That's ridiculous.
That is a lot
Wow.
of snow. Toot, toot.
Toot, toot.
Today, yeah, I don't know why I said toot toot. I was on Popeye still.
I know.
Toot toot. Today, on the National Day calendar, today is Purple Day, which means it's Epilepsy Awareness Day.
Oh.
So be aware of that. If you see somebody wearing purple, that is why. It's National Nougat Day.
Nougat Day.
Do you like the nougat?
Sure. How did they come
What's
up with
nougat in? I mean, you hear that on like candy bars and stuff like that.
I don't know what nougat. It's probably not good for us, but
You're not
it sure
growing
tastes
nougats
good.
out in your
No, I don't
garden?
think you grow nougats. No. No.
The nougat garden?
But a day for nougats, of course. Why not?
Hey, it's National Spinach Day. Makes sense.
Oh.
Toot toot. And it's American Diabetes Association Alert Day. Which is the 4th Tuesday in March. So
Okay.
I believe it's also Make Up Your Own Holiday Day.
That's every day.
If you could make up a holiday, Neil, what holiday would you?
I'll come back to you on that.
All right. So those are your days, and that's what's going on this date in history. It's 7:20. We're at 37 degrees here in downtown Sigourney. Again, we're broadcasting from the Oski Dental Studios, and we are headline sponsored by Brothers Market. Let's take a quick break. We'll take about a minute and a half break. We've got our guest, Laurie Hornback, with Bras for a Cause. She's going to be coming up next as our first guest of the day.
Steuben from Castle Ridge Winery is a very popular light, fruity, semi-sweet rosé wine with cherry and apple aromas and just a hint of cinnamon. It offers a spicy, tangy finish and is made entirely from Steuben grapes. Steuben is perfect as an aperitif with appetizers or with spicy dishes like Mexican or Asian stir-fry. This wine is best when served well chilled. Steuben is available at Castle Ridge Winery and at some of our more than 350 retailers in Iowa.
better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
All righty. We do thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Brothers Market in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Great place to shop for your groceries here in Sigourney. And we do thank Oski Dental and Toothy for being our studio sponsor. Of course, our new studios located just above Barnwired on the square in Sigourney. Hey, we do welcome in our first guest of the day here on Steve Shetler Media. We've got Laurie Hornback from Bras for a Cause going on in Hedrick. Laurie, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Pull that microphone just really nice and close to you there so we can pick you up good.
Okay.
There you go.
Better?
Now we can hear you good. So, Laurie, how you doing on this morning?
I'm doing fine. Glad to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you on. You found your way up to the studio here, again, at Barnwired. You have to grab some coffee on the way out today.
I will.
So we've got Bras for a Cause coming up here in a few weeks. And, the people are starting to see the advertising here on Steve Shetler Media and all over the place, really. You do a great job promoting the event. But tell us about Bras for a Cause.
Oh, Bras for a Cause. What is there to say? A ton. It will be April 12th at the Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick, which is the old school gymnasium. We're going to have a meal provided by Barbecues again. That's free will donation. It's free will donation to get in the door, so we don't sell tickets or anything.
Okay.
We'll start the meal at 4:30 from Barbecues and start the silent auction at 4:30, and then at 6 o'clock we'll sell the decorated bras live.
Which we're going to take a look at some of those. We got if you haven't seen the ad yet here on Steve Shetler Media, we'll show some of those pictures coming up here momentarily. So tell us some of your story. If people aren't familiar with you, what made Bras for a Cause a thing here in Southeast Iowa?
Well, it started out in 2008. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I went through all my treatment, got everything done, back to normal, and a little gal that she's a friend of my daughter's, and I decided, how could we make some money? This would be a good little money maker. So my husband thought I was crazy, but we did it anyway. And
that's when you know it's a good idea.
Exactly.
When the husbands think it's crazy.
Exactly. So the very first year, it was 2011, we were actually going to have the Keokuk County deputies do the modeling.
Okay.
And yeah, that was our plan. And a week before the event was when Eric Stein was killed.
Right. Yeah.
So we kind of decided to go ahead and try it anyway, and the firemen stepped in and said, we'll do it. We'll help you out.
Very cool.
So they've just been doing it ever since. And so we did it every year for a while. We did a soup supper, ran completely out of soup in 30 minutes. We were sweating, so it was good. But we made about $4,000 that first year, and I thought, well, we could do this again. And then it just kind of went crazy.
Yeah.
So in 2015, I was diagnosed again for the second time, postponed it that year, had surgery, did all that stuff again, and then came back in 2016, and it was just crazy. It just went nuts after that. So, a lot of people helping out and, decorating bras, and then we started the silent auction. And then that's when Barbecues stepped in and said, hey, we'll help you out.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was so huge.
Huh.
So, Bub and Sabrina from Barbecues, her mom was diagnosed with breast cancer around the same time I was the first time. Okay. And so she unfortunately passed away with her second battle. But that's kind of why they just jumped in, and so kind of in honor of her mom. And
yeah.
So yeah,
Very
it's
personal
just
thing for everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, it's just kind of gone crazy. The last couple years have gone to every other year just because it's so much, so much work, and we're not getting any younger. So we're just doing the best we can, but we get a lot of help and a lot of time to set up. And so, yeah, it's been great. We've got a lot of donations so far for the silent auction, and I have 60 bras right now hanging in my house, and I have a little house. So
wow, 60.
So we're hoping for a minimum of 75, but we will never turn a bra away. So
all right.
Yeah.
So where exactly do the proceeds from this event go to?
Very good question. So back in the beginning, I was involved a lot with Susan G. Komen, Race for the Cure, and all that kind of thing. And so I had donated money there for the first couple years. And then when the race kind of fizzled out, all the money that was raised from those type of fundraisers all went to Dallas. And it was like, I don't know where this money's going. I don't know if any of it's even going to help us out here, So I quit doing that, and I just started keeping my own account. And so the last several events, I've donated $15,000 to River Hills in Ottumwa.
Yeah, great.
I used to work there, and they have a really super mammogram program. So for people who don't have insurance or insurance won't pay, or too young that insurance won't pay. And then I also last time gave $15,000 to Mahaska Health Partnership. They have a really super duper cancer program.
Yeah, great.
So and I've worked with them a lot in the last year or two with people just needing help and transportation, that kind of thing. And then I always try to keep some in an account just for local people going through treatment or whatever they might need. So that's been really kind of gives me a warm fuzzy. And,
definitely.
Yeah. So right now I've helped out a lot of people in the last year. It seems like, people don't come and ask for money. They just don't. So, I don't search people out, but I find them. Yeah. And, I see Facebook and just word of mouth. And so, I've been pretty fortunate to be able to help out some local people.
Very cool. Well, let's take a look at some of the pictures. I'm assuming these are from auctions past.
Yes.
And I don't know if you want to narrate what we're seeing on the screen, but obviously this is some of the. We're going to show you some of the pictures of the volunteer firemen that are volunteering to wear these fancy bras.
How many of them actually volunteer, or are they sort of pushed in?
Well, it used to be. Steve Copeland is our fire chief.
Speaking of which,
put him up there.
Yeah, there he is. I used to have to go to a fireman's meeting every year and say, "Hey guys, come on, will you do this?" And they're like, "Yeah," but they always did. And then this year, I asked Steve. I said, "Should I come to a meeting?" And he said, "No, we'll do it. We're in." So there's Sean Macbeth. He's and Jeremy Greiner. Yeah.
How about this one, a Harley Davidson bra?
Well, this little gal that does that Harley Davidson bra, she has done one pretty much every year.
Oh, wow.
I'm begging and hoping she does another one, but the same guy buys the bra every single year. He's bought them all. Same guy. And he couldn't come to the last event, so he came to my house and he wrote me a blank check and said, just pay for whatever.
Oh, wow. No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
So, yeah.
There's our last. We need to get Neil over here.
No.
Yeah.
I'm nominating Neil.
Well, if I do it, you're doing it. We can make a guest appearance.
Maybe
there you go.
Hey, maybe the next time you come here, we're going to have you again the week leading up to this event. Mm-hmm. Maybe you could bring some of the bras with you.
I'd love to.
And we could show people what's going on.
That would be
maybe.
Would you and I be willing to make?
Maybe you and I could make fools of ourselves.
Make us a bra. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Well, wait, yeah,
you can decorate it. I do have a little story about the guy in the purple bra there.
Okay, let's go back to that.
Yeah, he is not a fireman. He actually lives in Ireland.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I went to the Dominican Republic on a vacation, a little girls' trip, and we took a boat trip to this island. And So we're on this boat, and all these young kids are on there, including him and his girlfriend.
Okay.
And so we got to talking, and Bras for a Cause, of course, came up. And this little gal, his girlfriend, said, "I'm going to make you a bra and send it to you." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure you are. Whatever."
Right.
I figured I'd never hear from her again. And by golly, she made that purple bra.
Oh, wow.
She, that's her boyfriend modeling it before it left Ireland. It took forever to get here. The box was completely destroyed, and I thought, oh no, this is going to be bad. But the bra was 100%.
Oh,
so yeah, so that's the bra from Ireland.
Wow.
That brought $500 last time, and I have the bra. So there's that, and it didn't cost me anything.
So what do you think actually happens
Right.
with these bras once they get auctioned off?
I guess it kind of depends on the person. I don't know. I have a bra hanging in my bathroom. I have a bra in our gun room.
That's a great mixed emotion.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine someone breaking into your home and going, "Wow, look at all the good. What's the bra here?"
Yeah, exactly. But it's got deer antlers. It's
wow.
quite a bra. So that's in our gun room. And I don't know. I've had a couple donated back this year, really nice ones. So we're going to sell them again, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And we had a bra decorating at Pigtail Charlie's a couple weekends ago, and that was fun. We made, I think, 23 bras that day. So that was fun. Just, you just go with kind of whatever comes into your head. And,
So you've never had the random person that maybe ended up getting one of these bras and just meet them on the street and they're like, "Remember me?"
Not quite. However, one year for Race for the Cure, there were several that wore their bras over their tops,
Right.
of course, for the race one year.
That's neat.
So, that was fun.
Again, we're talking about Bras for a Cause. This comes up on Saturday, April 12th, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
At the Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick. And I'm sure you have a boatload of people that you want to thank and sponsors and all that good stuff.
Actually, I have 32 sponsors, and I have to read them because there's so many.
Good. Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. Chittick Tiling, 210 Hair Company, Copeland Auto Body, Tumwell Radio, J&E Cernick Scrap, Underground Barbell, I&R Roofing, Linder Electric, South Ottumwa Savings Bank, Pigtail Charlie's Diner, Classic Trucking, Gator Express, Double D Power Sports, Grant Ranch Grub and Pub, Bernie's Bar and Grill, MH Equipment, Van Meter, Gentry Insurance, FCA Vision Ag, River Hills Community Health Center, Barbecues, of course, Odyssey Music, Milliken Auction Associates. Greg Milliken does our auctioning for the live bras. Crave Nutrition, New Thoughts Therapy, Daisy Do Landscaping, M&E Siren Farms, Neighbor Insurance, Mefford Masonry, Tri-County Shopper, J&A Siren Farms, and Mahaska Health Partnership.
That didn't take too long.
No, that wasn't too bad.
Nice. So a lot of people chipping in and helping out for Bras for a Cause.
For sure.
Do you have any auction items listed that you want to throw out there?
I just so happened to bring a
All
list. This is just a small list.
You and I have done this before.
We have done this before. We have done this before. So not my gun room, it's full of bras, but my spare room is clear full almost to the ceiling of silent auction stuff. So I might miss a few things because there's a lot. We have 2 cases of pork loins that were donated by JBS. We have a whole hog that was donated by Hayden. Let me get his name. Hayden Hedge from Fremont. Okay. I've got Omaha Zoo tickets. Wow. I've got Iowa Wild tickets. I have several quilts. A couple, one that really is near and dear to my heart. My stepsister made this quilt before she passed away in July, and I have it. So she wanted me to sell it, so that's why we're doing that. I have a Blackstone grill with a meat bundle that was donated. Wine baskets. I've got stuff from Iowa Barbecue Store. Knoxville Raceway tickets, Iowa Cubs tickets. I have I'm going to probably pronounce this wrong. It's a Stoger Condor 20 gauge over and under shotgun that we're going to sell. And then we're doing a couple things. We did this last event. We're going to do a hen and rooster raffle drawing. So what it is we have big boards with numbers on it. You buy your numbers. write your name on it, and at the end, when it's all filled up, we draw a number. So for that, we have a Henry Golden Boy 22 rifle, or we have a Michael Kors purse, which is really super cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know you guys are thrilled. And it's got a bunch of goodies
those
in
aren't
it.
cheap,
No,
right?
no, they're not cheap, and it's got like a massage and just a bunch of goodies in it.
Yeah.
So whoever wins that raffle, they pick whether they want the rooster or the hen gift, and then we live auction what's left. Last time, the guy won the gun or took the gun, and we sold the bra, and I think it brought close to $1,000.
Wow.
Or not the bra, the purse. So
Okay.
yeah. So it was a pretty good little money maker there. So. Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously you got sponsors, you've got auction items, and you've got great people that come to this event and spend a lot of money.
Yep, we're hoping so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made $30,000 our last event, so that's kind of my goal at least. So yeah, it'd be great.
Amazing.
Is there anywhere online on Facebook that people can find more information about the event?
I do have a Facebook event page. However, I'm not very techie, so it's not the greatest page in the world, but on my personal Facebook page, there's all kinds of information. So yeah.
Okay, so again, we're chatting with Laurie Hornback from Bras for a Cause, again, Saturday, April 12th at the Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick, the big town of Hedrick, the old gym in Hedrick.
Yep.
I love that old style gym.
Yes.
You don't find too many of those anymore.
No.
But a great facility to use for events like this. So again, if you want to see the if you just want to go for the entertainment value of the volunteer firemen modeling the bras, that might be worth it. But obviously, it's for a great cause, and you're putting the money back here locally, and helping other people out. So yeah,
that's the
good
best
stuff
part about that.
Yeah, it's good.
Is there anything else that you wanted to throw in before we wrap up?
If you have anything you want to donate silent auction wise, give me a holler. We'll take decorated bras. My husband would prefer to have them before because he has to hang them all. But if not, bring them. We'll hang them. We'll sell them. It'll be
your
good.
husband hang up the bras?
He hangs all the bras.
Man.
Well, back in the day, I used to be kind of growly about it, but I'm getting a little better. He won't say that, but I am getting a little better. The hangers all have to be hung the same way, all that stuff. But he's learned through the years, and he just does it now, and it's good.
Well, that's good stuff. Let's bring the graphic back up on screen here. Bras for a Cause, April 12th, Carl Craft Civic Center. Again, now my print is kind of small. The dinner, can you see it better, Neil?
If
on
it
your
would
screen,
come up,
we've got the modeling
4:30
by the firemen. Yeah,
Dinner.
silent auction starts at 4:30.
Yep.
And then barbecue starts at 4:30.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And the bra auction is at 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bra auction
right.
at 6.
So check it out. That's going on in Hedrick again, Saturday, April 12th. And Laurie, we'll have you in again that week. We'll set up a time for you to come back in. We'll chat again. We'll basically do a repeat of what we just did.
Sounds good to me. I'll probably have more bras by then.
Yes,
and we'll have one more. Because we're gonna have one ready.
Yes,
right.
you guys make one, and then you can model it.
Let's make
that day.
one. Not in my head, I'm thinking
Get the
just
biggest
slap
bra
a
that you can
stickers on it.
find. The bigger bras are much easier to decorate. I'll tell you.
This has bad.
And they fit better.
Well, Laurie, we'll let you go. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Yep.
And we'll go into a commercial break. In fact, we'll start with the Bras for a Cause commercial, and we'll be back with more on Just Another Morning Show right after this. Bras for a Cause 2025 is Saturday, April 12th at the Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick. Dinner is provided by Bubbacues at 4:30. There's a free will donation, plus a silent auction from 4:30 to 9 p.m. And of course, the live bra auction starts at 6 p.m. Modeling by the Hedrick Volunteer Firemen. All proceeds to benefit our local communities. For more information about Bras for a Cause 2025, contact Laurie Hornback at 641-777-4252.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782. All right, Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headline sponsor here on Just Another Morning Show, and we thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. Again, we are coming to you high above Sigourney.
Hi.
South side of the square in Sigourney, we're hanging out. That's where our studios are above Barnwired. Laurie Hornback, thanks to her for coming in, hanging out, giving us about 15 minutes of her time to talk about Bras for a Cause going on in Hedrick on Saturday, April 12th.
I never dreamed in a million years we'd have a morning show together finally after all these years and just be sitting around talking about bras.
Well,
I mean, the dream has finally come true.
Let's take a peek at our tournament.
Do it.
That is going on right now. Our 80s Rock Bands Tournament, sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services in Sigourney. And we're going to be wrapping up. We're going to be crowning our champion of this tournament by the end of this week. We've got our matchup right now, Guns N' Roses against Journey.
I just don't understand. I don't see
kind of late 80s versus early 80s, maybe.
Yeah,
I would say.
Oh yeah, definitely late 80s when they busted
Guns
in.
N' Roses. Yeah, came out probably 89-ish, 88, 89, somewhere in there.
Yep.
So right now, both bands getting their fair share of votes, but right now, Guns N' Roses has the lead. Let's take a look at our overall brackets again. Final four is where we're at. GNR against Journey. Our next matchup that goes up at 6 p.m. this evening, AC/DC and Def Leppard. So a stacked final
This is going to be
four.
fun.
I'm just kind of now realizing, I haven't really stared at this bracket, but that bottom left corner.
Yeah.
It was kind of, Van Halen was probably the most rockin' band of the, that was kind of the light corner of the tournament. So, Journey coming out of that bracket, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Def Leppard. Again, right now it's Guns N' Roses against Journey. Get your votes in. Find that post that went up at 6 p.m. last night. Give a thumbs up in the reactions for Guns N' Roses or heart for Journey. Who would? I'm assuming you're a Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
voter.
I mean, I wasn't going to make a big deal. I was just trying to imagine in my head, had it worked out back in the day, a tour with Guns N' Roses and Journey. You know what I mean?
I don't know if
that would
those
have
two bands would have really gotten along that good.
I don't think too many bands ever got along with Guns N' Roses back in the day.
Axl Rose,
yeah,
he's wasn't a bit of a hothead.
Yes, because Metallica toured with him there for quite a while in the '90s, and they were constantly bickering. And James Hetfield was like, "That dude is nuts."
I can imagine James Hetfield probably would have destroyed Axl Rose if it came down to it. Into like an actual fist fight or something.
Definitely.
Maybe that should be a tournament sometime. Lead singers.
Oh, that would be great.
Lead singer cage match.
That would be really
What should we do next month? Should we do like a 90s? Should we go to the 90s? I mean, you're getting into grunge and Metallica, and that'd be an interesting one. I don't know if it would really connect with our audience, though. I don't know if our audience that watches stuff is into grunge. And
they're like, right now they're at home. The few that are watching are saying, "What's grunge? What is he talking about?"
Get your flannel out.
Dirt,
Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Nirvana. I had a lot of good bands in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll do 90s rock bands next month. We'll see. Where are we at? Hey, coming up next hour, possibly a conversation with Rhonda Vincent. Again, I'm not sure. She might call in. Might not. We're going to be also having in studio Allie Tish, Miss Amanda from Sigourney Public Library. I think maybe somebody else. I know I was chatting with Allie Tish on Facebook, and she said might have 3 or 4 people. I think I said probably 3 would be the limit. That's about all we could get on the screen comfortably at our guest table.
Well, plus, we don't have any more chairs.
They'd have to sit on your lap. Awkward.
Says who?
Let's do some things you need to know.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Wow. Things you need to know. All right, so we're going to get a little bit more. I'm just going to skip that first story that I was going to tell you about because I know we have more information on it in the weird news. So let's see here. If you're into who is running the U.S. Postal Service, which I'm not, Louis DeJoy resigned from his role as head of the U.S. Postal Service on Mondays.
Oh. That
Happy
stinks.
trails to you.
I hear conspiracy behind
Dolly Parton has a #1 hit.
What?
She's got a song, If You Hadn't Been There. Now, I'm wondering, I don't know this song, never heard it, don't know anything about it.
Right.
Is this song about her late husband that just passed away here recently? Debuted at #1 on the Country Digital Song Sales Chart.
Wow.
Marks her first #1 on that particular chart, which lists the best-selling country tracks based on digital purchases. So, again, If You Hadn't Been There, #1 on the digital song sales chart, the country digital song sales chart for Dolly. So, congratulations to her on the #1. Again, I'm guessing it's about the late husband, so it's kind of a sad story.
Yeah.
If Rhonda Vincent calls in today, as she might, but she might not, we're going to talk to her about the Grand Ole Opry, Opry 100, I think, special on NBC the other day. It brought in 5.3 million viewers. The numbers are in for that. So, several million people tuning in for that show, which Rhonda Vincent was on. So that's kind of cool. Waymo. I'm not sure what Waymo is. It's obviously a...
Waymo?
I don't know if it's like an Uber type of thing, except there are no drivers. It's driverless cars.
That's not scary.
They have announced that they're expanding their fleet of driverless cars to Washington, D.C. next year. So, Waymo.
Can you imagine?
I wouldn't want to do that.
I mean, I've been in some Ubers that were sketchy to begin with people driving, but can you imagine just getting in and where are we going? And then that
in
thing,
and out of traffic, especially Washington, D.C. traffic.
I would start in Sigourney, Iowa, places like that, and make sure it works. Wow.
Speaking of like electric and hybrid cars and that type of stuff, Chinese electric vehicle maker BYD has reported its revenue has soared to a record $107 billion, $107 billion last year, as its sales of battery, electric, and hybrid vehicles jumped 40%. And it now tops Tesla's sales. Which, of course, all the liberals are burning all the Teslas everywhere because they don't like Elon Musk. I mean, Teslas are electric cars supposedly doing the good things for our green world, but yet we're burning them because we don't like somebody.
It's because they're ugly.
They are. I mean, I'll give you that. Let's see here. After 30 years, Anheuser-Busch has dropped their sponsorship of the St. Louis Pride Fest. I think Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch probably has had enough of getting into that type of stuff after the whole Dylan Mulvaney backlash.
That's probably a good move for them.
Speaking of gay, Nathan Lane has shared that he was up for... All right, I'm going to tie this in.
Okay.
I'm not just making fun of anything. Nathan Lane has shared that he was up for a part in the movie Space Jam. I don't know if it was the original or the newer one, but ultimately didn't get it because the director thought he was, quote, too gay. So Nathan Lane. In Florida, a woman driving a Mercedes allegedly hit a cyclist, but kept on going.
Oh, lady.
You know why? Because she didn't want to be late for her golf lessons. So, sorry for running you over.
If it was a doctor's appointment, I would have waited. But not my golf lesson.
Yeah. Got to get to my golf lesson. Let's go back to China.
I love China.
A couple had to go to a hospital after a guy got his girlfriend's hand stuck in his mouth. While trying to film a funny video.
Oh, probably a TikTok video.
So a guy had his girlfriend's hand stuck in his mouth while trying to film a funny video. Had to go to the hospital. How would you explain that?
Right. And what do they do in the emergency room? You hold him and you guys pull. And then, what else? I mean, it might have hurt, but lady, just yank. Hope for the best.
Dump some water or something in there.
Oh, my. We are not doing that stunt, by the way.
That's what we should start doing.
Well, I'm up for it.
Daily stunts.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
You could be like the old show Jackass.
Yep. I'm cool. Whoa.
I mean, I'm not saying that you're...
But, I mean, they went a little bit above and beyond. I mean, like these little, I still think
like
someday...
a fist in your throat?
See, I don't know. You got big hands, dude. I mean...
Let's go to San Diego. San Diego City Council has passed a first-in-the-nation policy to ban digital-only coupons.
To ban them?
I guess. They want people to snip them out of the paper.
Because that's green. Using more paper.
We got to think of the earth.
What?
We got to give the trees the hug.
Nowadays, with everything the way it is digital...
So that's happening.
Boy, they're weird.
Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. Today's impossible question. 93% of people can identify this smell in 1 second.
Oh, easy.
93% of people can identify the smell in 1 second. What are we talking about?
Before you go to the comments, I was just going to tell you that, yes, the new song Dolly Parton was released in 2025. I didn't know if it was an older one. It is a brand new one and is dedicated to her late husband. So there you go. Just so you know.
All right. Good morning, Patrick, Carson, Dixie, Dan, Amber, Jackie, Sherry, Julie, Anthony, Nancy, I might be repeating, Monica, Ron from
Wisco, Tennessee.
Julie has played music with Rhonda Vincent. Nice. Her dad and Julie's dad were friends.
Really?
Well, I'm going to bring it up in the conversation.
Yeah, so you better not be joshing us.
Jackie, Dan.
Well, Julie is very vocal
saying
today.
that Waymo is like Total Recall movie.
I did see that one.
So
Julie's
Julie's saying skunk.
Sort of strange that you guys flipped. Yes, we commented about that.
We flip-flopped.
She saw it happen before. I hope you switch back.
Flip to the flip-flop.
What does that mean?
She prefers me on the other side.
I guess so. Oh, sorry.
Pole position.
Pole position.
93% of people can identify this smell in 1 second. 1 second.
Poop. I mean, seriously. I was going to go with infant diarrhea, but I just broadened my spectrum. What is it?
Peanut butter.
Boy, I wasn't thinking that.
Not poop, not skunk.
Oh, I can see that, though.
Peanut butter.
That is a very recognizable smell. I get that. My second choice was burnt rubber, but
burnt tire.
Yeah.
Throw a tire on the fire.
I mean, that's a great smell. I love that. So,
Well, we're at 7:55. Good morning to everybody. We haven't taken a look at our forecast in a little while. Maybe people are just now tuning in. And it gives me an opportunity to play that sounder that I love so much. So let's... Weather sounder.
Oh, man, and what a weather forecast we have for you. It is amazing. Sunny, a high near 60 today. Going to feel great. Light winds. Chance of rain later on this afternoon, more into the evening hours. 43 for an overnight low. Showers and thunderstorms likely tomorrow. So maybe throughout the day, more or less, because they're saying before 1, more from 1 to 4, more after 4.
Just say showers.
Before
Just say rain
1,
all day.
Yeah, before 1, 1 to 4, and after 4. Come on. Chances of rain tomorrow, 63 for a high. High. That quick, brief forecast brought to you by the Garden Gate at 7:56 right here on Just Another Morning Show.
Yo!
Where we're live and local.
Yo!
Throwing everything out at you.
What else do we want to do here?
Where
are we at? Where are we at on our official list? I just got the forecast stuck up on the screen. Let's bring us back up. Yes, we are. We flip-flopped from yesterday.
Yeah, but I think you're looking good, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
See, I'm looking.
I tried. I really got ready this morning. Brushed my teeth.
Well, I brushed my teeth
my
too.
Hair.
I was supposed to get a haircut last night, but I didn't.
You were supposed to get your haircut.
Yeah. See, sometimes no. Your boyfriend is lying to you.
Yeah. What were you saying? I interrupted
I don't remember.
You.
It probably didn't matter at all. What's coming up later on this week, though?
We'll get to that. In fact,
what do you want to do right this minute?
Let's take a little bit of a commercial break.
A little? Okay.
Just a wee little commercial break.
I'm good with that.
We'll hear from some of our fine sponsors, and we'll be back with more of Just Another Morning Show right after this. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
We are always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Hey, we are back here on Steve Shetler Media. Hello, heyo, just another morning show.
Heyo, show-o.
Heyo, whoa. Yo. What is coming up this week here on Steve Shetler Media? We got lots, of course. We failed to mention yesterday what's coming up this week. We've got those fellers.
Yes.
They look pretty cool.
It is a cool picture, when you think about it. Can you imagine back in the day opening a CD and, pulling it out the book, more or less?
Oh.
And that was a picture in the front sleeve.
There they are.
Yeah.
High Council is their name. That sounds pretty prestigious.
It does. It's a cool name.
Council.
I like it. I can't wait to hear the story on that.
Yeah, they're going to be coming in. I don't know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4?
What if they show up with 8?
5?
Yeah.
Maybe they added a 5th member?
Right. It could happen.
You might join the band while they're there?
No.
As a backup singer? Or a go-go girl?
I could dance.
So High Council going to be our guest this Friday. More of a rock band.
Yes.
Definitely a rock band. Usually we have country artists, but we've got a rock band coming in. They'll be acoustic, though. I've told them to kind of, not to totally blast our audience out. So, but a different style of music for sure. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to this. I'm a rocker at heart anyway. I obviously like country music. I really like country music from 1990 to 2010. That's kind of my jam.
Really?
That's kind of my jam.
That was when we were really in our prime.
If there's a radio station out there that played from 1990 to 2000, I'd listen to it.
I think that'd be a good, just play some of the good stuff.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, but High Council's a rockin' band. We've got them as our guest this Friday, 11:30 to noon. Brothers Market. Barn Wired. Got Brothers Market on my mind. Barn Wired, which is, just
right
below us.
I think today, just for fun, we scare them a little bit. I've been stomping like 2 or 3 times already. I'm sure the baristas down below, I like calling them baristas.
Baristas.
And they're like, oh, what is wrong with them?
Dust is coming down from the
I never
ceiling.
thought of that falling into your guys' coffee.
Yeah, we're knocking things off of the walls. But we are right above Barn Wired, which we will be hanging out in Barn Wired for Iowa Music Showcase this Friday. Be there in person, watch it online, listen to it in podcast form, do it. Also coming up on Saturday, we will have the sports section. If I can find that graphic, I would put it up on your screen. There we go. I do have a show lined up for us on Saturday.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we've got Sigourney Kyoto Soccer.
Awesome.
I know they kick off this week. They're going to be kicking the ball. They're kicking the ball.
You bet.
We'll have Alex Holt. He's like the coach for the team. I think we'll have some of the players.
Very cool.
So tune in. We'll have Sigourney Kyoto Soccer. We've got Pekin Track.
Oh.
Legendary coach Davis Idle from Pekin and some of the tracksters.
Yeah, they've just been well known for their track for as long as I can remember.
He's a coach. He's been around a long, long time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying how old he is.
No,
in his
but he's
80s.
been around for a little bit.
He's been around.
That's
and the thing is, he's told me he loves doing this show. He loves coming in for the sports section and just sitting and talking about his athletes and sports. So
very cool.
Coach Idle and some of the track folks from Pekin going to be in on Saturday morning. And again, the show you can come in person and watch if you want to get up early on a Saturday. You can watch it, of course, on Facebook, YouTube.
And it's not that early.
Listen to it in podcast form. Yeah, depending on, on if you don't mind getting up and being ready to go by 8 a.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah, get here so you can watch, order some breakfast.
Or maybe just wander in your pajamas. Whatever you want to do.
I might do that Saturday.
Your pajamas?
Yeah.
What do you wear pajamas?
We'll get into that some other day. Okay, I mean, depending on how much we've got left here, that could be a good subject for a short talk. Let me reverse it.
Instead of a TED Talk, it's a Neil Talk.
Let me reverse it. What do you wear for pajamas?
You didn't know. I didn't offer that.
Well, if I tell you, you're going to tell me. What? I wear a pair of shorts.
Well, okay. Thank you for sharing that.
What were you gonna?
I don't know why we got into this.
Okay, what did you expect me to say? Well, I've got these long sleeve button up silk pajama top with the long pants. No, I need to breathe. This monster needs out once in a while. Just
You gotta let the hairy chest.
Yeah, I mean,
get some
let
fresh
that
air.
hamburger out.
It's an awkward angle. We are maybe not to get away from.
Right. We're sort of actually
hairy
trying to
chest
kill
and your
just
what you
to
wear
see
at
if the
bed.
phone rings, right?
We are waiting possibly.
Yep.
If the phone rings at 8:15, it's Rhonda Vincent.
Yes.
If it doesn't ring, it's not Rhonda Vincent.
Well, true.
What we haven't done yet. We're gonna wait. I don't want to jeopardize the phone line.
Sure.
To do our giveaway, so we'll wait till after.
But we could talk about what are you doing today?
We do have a Bees Sweet Treats $10 gift card up for grabs today. And kind of what we've been doing this week is we've been letting people that have already won, that are brave to call in, that aren't afraid to call in, call in, and then we gift it to somebody else in the comments.
Which I think is great.
That isn't brave enough to call in. You wimps.
Hey, you know what?
So get our phone line in your phone if you haven't yet. If you haven't saved the phone number, 641-622-6262. Just save it as Steve Shetler Media, and put that in your phones, and maybe
you
call
go.
in a little bit later on. Maybe we'll wait till like the very end of today.
Yeah.
Or if Rhonda doesn't call at 8:15, we'll do it at 8:16.
Well, I'll give her till 8:20. Come on. I mean, time
So
zones and everything, you know. I mean, it's like time zones in our house. This morning I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh, wow. I have a set schedule of how, waking up kids, making sure this is done by that time. I want my second coffee by this time. And, yeah, today I was like, oh, I'm 5 minutes late. Guess that apparently that clock was sped up. How does a battery-powered clock speed up? It should slow down.
My car clock continuously loses time. I always have to set it back up.
Really?
Yeah. I always when I reset it, I always give it a few minutes ahead so that when it eventually slows back down, at least for a little while, it'll be on the right time.
That's odd.
It is weird.
Oh yeah, I set every clock in the house is set fast because some of our people in our household don't move very fast.
$sign.
$sign Dave.
Let's do our community calendar. Let's get this stuff out of the way before we forget to. Community calendar is sponsored by Enchanted Events. They're just south of Sigourney. Weddings, graduations, reunions, whatever you've got coming up, you can have it at Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney, right off Highway 149. On the calendar, coming up this weekend is that cornhole tournament.
Cornhole.
Fireworks, Sigourney Fireworks Committee putting that on. It's a switch partner tournament. So make sure you're with people that you like to hang out with and be teammates with.
Right.
We're going to get more on this tomorrow.
I'm interested in finding that out.
We've got Jesse Montgomery coming in tomorrow to chat with us about the cornhole tournament. Also on the calendar, actually, I just put a whole bunch of new stuff.
Oh, did you?
In for our community calendar. A whole bunch of blood drives going on in our area. Coming up, got a blood drive in Ottumwa at the Ottumwa Regional Health Center on Tuesday, April 1st from 11 to 2:30 if you want to donate some blood in the Ottumwa area. We've also got Kyoto. Let's go over to Kyoto. We need to get somebody in to talk with us about this. Kyoto High School presenting The President's New Clothes. That is a play and music. They say book, music, and then it gets cut off. So is it a musical? Is it a play? We've got questions.
Right.
And we need answers. That's going on at the Kyoto High School Auditorium Friday and Saturday, April 4th and 5th at 7:30. And then also, let's get one more thing here on our community calendar. Oh, well, since we're going to be talking about this, we've got the Sigourney 4th of July planning meeting coming up tomorrow night, 6:30 at the Sigourney Public Library.
Oh, the public library.
Put that on your calendar.
That's interesting.
That is our community calendar. We didn't talk about the concert, though. We totally overlooked that. Neil, I've been so distracted today with a whole bunch of things. Where is it?
It's up there.
I've got too much. I've got too much stuff that you guys can't see on the screen. There we go. Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys. Don't forget about Lil Latcham. Lil Latcham didn't make it on the poster here.
I want to know what he really wants to go by. God? Was that you? Did you hear him? He was calling me.
Hello, Neil. Go to Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events. It's a ticketed event. You can get your tickets at the door.
Right.
But probably should do yourself a favor and get them ahead in advance by going to enchantedeventsvenue.com. You can go to the Enchanted Events Facebook page and get your tickets there. They've got 3 different options for tickets. So you can get a table full. You can get a VIP table. You can get your individual tickets. So check that out. That's going on at Enchanted Events. Also, let's do some birthdays. Are you ready, birthday guy? Let's hit the birthdays.
You made me think of the old birthday guy. It's like, man, what I wouldn't give.
I'm not as talented with the rubber chicken as I am with my car horn.
No,
if
I'll give you that.
I had my car horn in front of me, I would nail.
Have you seen the videos of people playing actual songs with those chickens?
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
But they're doctored.
Oh, you don't know that. You shut up.
You shut up.
I don't even.
Tell
Wow.
the people about the birthdays.
Hometown Real Estate bringing us today's birthdays. Nikki Leathers, broker, owner, and realtor. Give her a call, 641-295-4142. Today's birthdays, the hometown side is pretty scarce.
And, all right,
and I don't really even want to say this because I don't personally know this.
You do,
I do?
You do. Go ahead.
I do know Jesse Gutteries. Or is it just Gutierrez?
Gutierrez.
Is that what it is? Gutierrez.
Jesse Gutierrez. He's Jesse from Jesse and the Medicine Men.
Oh.
We had him on the Iowa Music Showcase back in December.
Okay.
I think. He's definitely old school country. This guy is cool.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse Gutierrez. He's got his Happy birthday, Jesse.
Happy birthday.
Sorry that Neil offended you.
Hey, I didn't offend you. I just don't know how to say your name. Try saying my last name.
Crotch Rocket.
Hey, I can't believe that is a name now. All my life, and I've never been called Crotch Rocket. You would think. Celebrity side of things. Journalist. He was part of that old Watergate scandal. Bob Woodward, 82 years old. Singer Diana Ross, 81.
Yeah.
Man. Oh. What?
Yeah.
Steven Tyler, singer for Aerosmith, 77.
Wow.
It's amazing he could talk after screaming all those years.
Yeah.
Vicki Lawrence, 76, actress.
She's hilarious.
I love Vicki Lawrence. I love that old time, her show, and then she was
Comedy.
on Mama's Family.
Yes.
Yes, I loved
Good
that
stuff.
show.
How they ever kept a straight face on
Exactly.
that.
So happy birthday to Vicki Lawrence. Martin Short.
He's just a short little fella.
75? Wow. Everybody's getting old, Steve. I like Martin Short. Lisa Gibbons, 68.
What?
Marcus Allen.
You know him.
I know the name.
You remember him? I mean,
played for the Raiders, and
he did. You always say the Raiders, and sometimes you actually get it right.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
He played for the Raiders.
He was a running back for the Raiders.
Yep, did
he
a lot
was in
of
there
running.
with Bo Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And then he went to the Chiefs for a while.
Yeah, when he was at the Chiefs, not as popular. But, yeah, back in the Raiders. Sports for me, whatever. Jennifer Grey, actress from Dirty Dancing, 65.
Don't put baby in a corner.
Oh.
That's what she says.
That was one
She's
of her
the one that
lines.
Patrick Swayze lifts up in the air for the famous dance pose.
She was an actress. Yeah.
She is.
She is an actress.
Still is.
Okay, fine.
She had a nose job, too. Totally different.
Thank goodness. Kenny Chesney, also celebrating a birthday, 57.
He's, again, from that
Man.
age of
The 90s, 2000s.
1990 to 2010.
I'm with you, dude. It'd be a great radio station.
Yeah,
Hometown Real Estate brought you today's birthdays, as
I
always.
totally forgot to look at the phone. We gotta keep an eye on the phone for the next.
We need to figure out a way to make flashing light in here for that. Yeah.
Let's get this back on.
Happy
screen.
birthday,
We've
everybody.
got Miss Amanda from the Sigourney Public Library hanging out, but we're going to keep her on hold for now. We're going to keep her on hold for right now. We might be talking to a Grammy Award winner here on the telephone line, but we don't know if she's calling in for sure. So we have to kind of.
What does that mean? You are chopped liver? Good grief! Come on.
What does that mean?
I
chopped
don't have
liver?
any idea.
What am I? Chopped liver?
Julie Tremmel, you'll enlighten us on that, I'm sure. What's the saying? What am I? Chopped liver. What does that refer to?
Chopped liver.
It's got to mean something.
I don't know. But even if Rhonda Vincent doesn't call in, we're going to put her stuff up on the screen because my friend Laurie King of Laurie King in Junction 63, Laurie King's promoting a show in Knoxville coming up this weekend. In fact, just in case she calls in, I'm going to do that. We've got Rhonda Vincent and the Rage at the Knoxville Performing Arts Center in Knoxville coming up this Saturday at 7 p.m. Doors will open up at 6 p.m. Laurie King Productions putting this on. There'll also be some, what's that say? Performing, some performings. Oh,
They're also
Laurie
gonna be
and her
performing.
band is going to be performing that night. So tickets in advance, you can see prices, and you can get those online or at the door. So make sure you take advantage of that. Again, we're waiting. We don't know. This is just kind of a unknown right now.
Well, it was you gave give us a call if you want, and if it works out for you.
I threw it out there.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have the phone lines ready.
Yep. Oh, and
someone's calling your phone.
No, that is
somebody's
no
phone.
that is the.
Oh, people are doing. We got construction.
If my
next
phone
door. I
vibrated,
thought your
like,
phone was vibrating.
that would definitely wake me up. Can you imagine your phone vibrating in your pocket?
So again, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage. Rhonda's a Grammy Award winner. We're gonna see if she's gonna be calling in here momentarily. It's 8:15. She's on the clock. We're waiting.
Well, in the meantime, Julie says, "What am I, chopped liver? It means what it says. What am I? Something yucky and unimportant." So, but why chopped liver? Why couldn't they come
of
up
all
with,
things?
Yeah.
Why am I? What am I? A dead skunk?
Right. That's funny because her smell that people come up with a skunk. So,
skunk.
What am I? A cassette tape. Nobody listens to them anymore at all.
A cassette tape.
Chopped liver. I don't
Chopped
get it.
liver.
I think we overanalyze.
We do. Well, I tell you what, we don't know if Rhonda's calling in.
That's okay.
We're gonna bring Amanda up on the screen.
Do it
Now, Amanda. I think you're going to be joined here in a little while. We've got a band of sisters coming in this morning instead of a band of brothers.
Unintentionally, another group of misses.
So we've got Miss Amanda from the Sigourney Public Library. Now, Amanda, if the phone rings, we're going to have to cut you off.
I'm okay with that.
Because it is ringing.
Hey, all right, I'll wait.
All right.
Sorry, Amanda.
So we're going to turn you down. We're going to turn the phone up. And we're going to go down here. Rhonda's on the phone like, what is going on? Hi, this is Steve Shetler Media. Who do I have on the phone lines?
Good morning. Hey, it's Rhonda Vincent.
Oh, it's Rhonda Vincent, everybody. Woo! Hey, we were wondering if you were calling in. I wasn't positive. I never really got a confirmation, so we were waiting. But I'm glad you called in.
Well, me too. They usually call me, so it's like, okay, do I call him? We were in the lurch there for a second. Do I call? Do you call me? Do I call you?
Yeah. Well, here we are. I'm just
love it.
I'm just chatting it up with a Grammy Award winner, a Grand Ole Opry member, the Queen of Bluegrass, Rhonda Vincent. Yeah, glad to have you on the phone. Glad do you usually get up this early on a Wednesday morning?
Well, right about this, yeah, something like that.
I hated
if I'm feeding the birds or not.
All right. Oh, you have birds. I have a bird at home too. What do you got?
Well, no, I just mean birds outside.
Oh. We're off to a great start, Rhonda.
I like to watch the bird to see what happens.
You sit at the window and watch the birds.
That's right. Yeah, I watch the birds, and I might have thrown some bird seed out last night just to see. But I mean, it said it was for the indigo bunting and the purple finch. I'm looking for the finches.
Okay.
I've seen the girls, but I haven't seen those beautiful. How vivid the colors are. That indigo bunting and the blue. But I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, very awesome. See, we've got a gray parrot at home that chats it up with us all the time. So yeah.
I would love that. However, I'm never home and it wouldn't get fed. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you're coming to Iowa, I like the parrot, but maybe if you swing through Southeast Iowa, we can hook you up with a gray parrot.
Oh, okay.
You're getting rid of your parrot.
I'm getting rid of the parrot live on my show.
And your wife doesn't know.
So we're chatting with Rhonda Vincent. Your group is Rhonda Vincent and the Rage. What we're looking at on the screen. So I don't know if you're familiar with what I'm doing or not, Rhonda. We do a live video stream morning show on Facebook and YouTube. This also goes up on podcast form. So we're live right now on Facebook and YouTube. But my friend Laurie King is having a show this weekend, this Saturday in Knoxville, and of course you're the headliner. And I know you're pretty familiar with Iowa. Why don't you chat us up about this big show coming up?
Well, I'm familiar with Iowa in early mornings because when I was 5 years old, we had a live TV show up in Ottumwa, Iowa, that we would have to drive from. And well, my mom still lives in Greentop, Missouri, about 15 miles from the Iowa border there in northern Missouri. So we would drive, and that was before we had the roads we have now, so it probably took a little longer. But we would drive from Greentop up to Ottumwa, Iowa, and be live on the radio at 5 a.m. for the Farm Progress Report. So, yes, I totally get it. I'm very familiar with I grew up performing all around Knoxville and Keosauqua. I mean, virtually every town around there. Have great friends in Centerville and well, just all over Iowa. So it's like, it's like a home state to me. A lot of friends there, and I'm expecting everybody to show up on Saturday to celebrate. We're excited to get there. We don't play Iowa nearly enough. My mom's going to be there, so I'm excited about that.
Nice, yeah.
And you know what? We're celebrating the 100 years of the Grand Ole Opry. I don't know if you were watching NBC last week, and I'm so thrilled to get to be part of that. This year is a celebration, a continuous celebration of 100 years at the Opry. So we're going to be doing a lot of songs on Saturday there in Knoxville, Iowa, with that are from the Opry. I have a new album called Destinations and Fun Places. And it has a lot of classics on there. I have special guests that I saw there at the Opry last week. Trisha Yearwood is on there. Jeannie Seeley has not been feeling much. She wasn't there, but she's on my album. And she wrote the title song that gave me the idea for Destinations called I Miss Missouri. So we'll for sure be doing that. Alison Krauss, I was there with her.
Oh, I've heard of her.
On the Opry. And
I've heard of her.
And she will... She's singing on my new album. We do a 7-minute version of Wagon Wheel, and then there's Dolly and Cody Johnson and Sonia, so many more. So we're going to be doing a lot of songs from that. I travel with this world-class band, and it's going to be very exciting to get back to Iowa, and I hope everyone comes to see us.
Yeah,
share it with your friends. Tell your friends to come join us.
It's going to be a great show. Now, while you were talking about the Grand Ole Opry and the Opry 100 show, I was putting some pictures up on the screen for our Facebook and YouTube viewers. But yeah, you were hanging out in the midst of Carrie Underwood, looks like Lady Antebellum, Clint Black. I see T. Graham Brown in there, maybe Larry Gatlin behind you.
That's right, yeah, the Gatlin boys. And I was standing, I don't know why, I guess he's not in the picture, but my brother Darren was right beside me.
Yes, I do see him there too.
Where he wandered away from, but he was literally right there. I did a thing, and I said, you'll never guess who I'm standing by. And people were like, oh, my gosh, who are you? Was it Dolly? Who? It was like, it was my brother.
That's pretty cool. But, yeah, that had to be quite the exciting event to be part of. I saw it. I just saw the numbers as far as viewership. It brought in over 5 million viewers between NBC and Peacock. So lots of people tuning in for the Opry 100 special.
Well, here's a question for you. So there was a finale. I mean, we sang "I Will Always Love You," but we also sang "Will the Circle Be Unbroken." But I heard that was not shown on NBC. Can you see the whole thing? Do you get to see "Will the Circle Be Unbroken" on Peacock, or did they just make it that show and that's all you can see? Yeah. We need to know somebody who's seen it on Peacock, and we'll have to find out about that.
I've got that at home, so maybe I'll check into that tonight.
Yeah, that would be great.
Again, we're chatting with Rhonda Vincent from Rhonda Vincent and the Rage. Yeah, I mean, you're the queen of bluegrass. You've been doing this for a few years. How many years have you been a professional entertainer?
Well, I've started playing with I grew up in a musical family there in northern Missouri. So technically speaking, I've been a paid performer since I was 3 because I joined the group then.
Nice.
And we, and I always say, people say, when did you choose this? It's like, I didn't really choose it. That's what my family, this was what we did. 5 generations before me, played music in the Vincent family. And then, at 3, I joined the group, and we had this TV show, and we had a radio show, and we made our first recording. So I was, besides 2020, I can't think of a single year or moment that we weren't performing. And I thought, this is probably something that I've never, just to chill out and not do anything, not to know you don't have a show to do, because we were always like either taping the radio show in advance because we had to do a show that weekend, because it was on Saturdays, like the worst time in radio. Saturdays at 6:15 was when our radio show was on.
Okay.
But, but I mean, we had to record that if we weren't going to be there live. Now, I don't remember. We never taped the TV thing. I think that was always live.
Okay.
I'll constantly performing. My dad would pick me up from school every day, and we played till dinner. And after dinner, friends came over. So if we weren't doing a show, there were people at our house, and it's kind of like a jam session, I guess, or a music party.
Yeah.
And that sounds really fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. Does it drive you to crazy? If you ever have any downtime, are you kind of going crazy at home?
I would. If I'm home, I'm like, I've got to go.
Yeah.
It's time to get back on the road. Yeah, I've been on the road for so many years. So.
Is it gonna? If you ever get to thinking about retiring, is that ever going to be a thing, or do you just plan on never going to retire?
Grandpa Jones literally keeled over dead on the Grand Ole Opry. I want to do the same thing.
That's the way to go.
You know what? And here's Grandpa Jones. Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rhonda Vincent, kafud.
Kaboom! Yeah, no, I don't ever want to retire. I can't see myself doing that. I guess there could be. Depends on what His plans are for me. And when I want to go to RhondaVincent.com if you want to get more information about the show tonight or about our music. Everything's there. Like this new project we have, it's not only on CD, but it's also on this little USB-C drive. And it's a picture of me, so you can pop my head off, and it's a USB. If you pop my legs off, it's a USB-C. So be sure to check that out when you get there.
All right. So again, we're chatting with Rhonda Vincent, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, along with Laurie King and Junction 63, performing this Saturday, March 29th, 7 p.m. Doors open up at 6 at the Knoxville Performing Arts Center in Knoxville, Iowa. You can see the tickets and information on your screen right now. Probably go to junction63.com for more information, or contact Laurie King and get more information there and order your tickets. Well, Rhonda, I know you're probably itching to watch those birds outside this morning.
I'm actually getting ready. We're on the Grand Ole Opry tonight. I'm actually going to go get ready for that and to head your way. We're going to Bristol, Tennessee, and then Elizabethtown, Kentucky, and then Knoxville, Iowa, and then Stillwater, Minnesota. So it's a big weekend, and I got to go get ready for that. Do it. Well, we thank you for taking the time to call in this morning, and it's been a pleasure talking to you. A fun interview. And best of luck on the Grand Ole Opry tonight and your swing up into the Midwest this weekend. Have a great show on Saturday. Thank you so much. Blessings to you all. Thank you. Again, that is Grammy Award winner Rhonda Vincent calling in this morning. Like we mentioned yesterday, Neil, the Grammy Award winners just lining up. They want to be part of just another morning show. Can you blame them? I mean, who's going to be next? Well, probably a bunch of ladies from right here in Sigourney, live here in the studio. We're going to be chattering. I can hear them. I can hear them chatting right now. We're going to be talking about the 4th of July coming up here momentarily. But again, thanks to Rhonda Vincent. That was very cool to be able to talk to her. What a nice lady. And her and her band coming to Iowa to play some bluegrass this weekend in Knoxville. Grammy Award winner, along with our friends Laurie King and Junction 63 over in Knoxville this Saturday. Let's take a little bit of a commercial break. Let's hear from some of our sponsors. We'll get settled in, and we'll be chatting with Amanda Kelly, Allie Tisch, and Hunter Bruntz. That's coming up here in just about a minute and a half on Steve Shetler Media.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house. From lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191. Hey, we thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor here on Just Another Morning Show. We thank Oski Dental, if I can get their information up on the screen, Oski Dental and Toothy for sponsoring our studios. Again, we are high above Sigourney, right above Barnwired in the Oski Dental studios here on Just Another Morning Show. And yes, boy, I tell you what, we've got Grammy Award winners calling in. We've got the fine folks. You're not really with an organization, are you? You're just a fine group of people that are interested in Sigourney and want to make the 4th of July here in Sigourney a big deal. We've got Miss Amanda, as usual, on a Wednesday from the Sigourney Public Library. We've got Allie Tisch. We've got Hunter Bruns with us. All these ladies hanging out with us. And guys, we've got the 4th of July. We'll be here before we know it. Why don't we talk about what's going on? I know we've got a meeting coming up tomorrow night. So whoever is the lead speaker, chat right into the microphone. Tell us what's going on.
Okay, so we have our first public meeting, our second public meeting tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. at the Sigourney Public Library. We invite anybody who can come to the meeting. We want anyone. We want all thoughts, all opinions, all ideas, anything that we can get. We do have a tentative schedule made up. It's kind of a draft still, but we're working on getting things finalized. So we will be reaching out to see if maybe we can work on some volunteerism and just kind of get things built up so that we can have a really great 4th of July this year.
Yeah. Now, I know you had a previous meeting, right?
Yes, we did have one.
Okay.
Yes.
So you maybe have a little bit of an idea of what's going on the 4th.
Yep.
Can you give us any hints? Are we going to have anything new? Or are we going to have just kind of the normal stuff? Or what's going to be happening on the 4th of July in Sigourney?
Hunter just got the nod.
Right.
So we do have a new event on Saturday, July 5th. This year, we are going to host a wiffle ball tournament for kids.
Oh, for kids.
Yes.
For the children.
Come on. I'm a kid.
Yes. If
So-
you come,
I'll be just a day away from 53 when this happens.
Sure.
I mean,
you could get a senior discount.
I played wiffle ball in my mom and dad's back.
Did you hear that part?
Conveniently, he did not.
Steve's like, I am done.
I played wiffle ball in my mom and dad's backyard. I have the skills probably of a kid. I haven't played.
Right.
I probably would tear like my shoulder apart swinging the bat. Anyway, go ahead.
It's fine.
Go talk about the kids. Ageism.
Ageism.
So Sigourney Sluggers Travel Ball Program is hosting the wiffle ball tournament. There will be 2 different age groups. We will have 8 to 12 and then 13 to 17.
And then maybe we'll see if we can add a senior.
I don't know
for you.
Why do you got to call it a senior?
Because I'm not there yet.
Well, neither am I.
Yeah, it's funny.
But
It's funny for a few more years.
Right. I know.
Anyway, go ahead.
That's about it for new ones this month.
Okay, so wiffle ball tournament, that'll be fun. Where's that going to be at? Any idea?
Legion Park.
At Legion Park.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yep. Suggested donation of $5 a person.
Okay. Do the kids make up their own teams and sign up, or how does that work?
Yes, you can come with your own team. There needs to be at least 2 females per team.
Okay.
Just so it's a little bit fair. And then if you don't have a team, you can show up and you can be put on.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
I'm little Stevie Shetler.
You'll fit right in. You'll fit right in.
I'm just big. I'm big for my age.
It's fine. It's fine.
We've got to go to this on Saturday. Like walk up with some ball gear and everything and be like, where we go?
Yeah, we don't have beards
Right,
hair,
right.
or a lack of hair. All right, what else? The sheet has been passed on to Miss Amanda. It's your turn, Amanda. What do we got going on?
Hi, I've been stewing back here, just waiting.
Oh, stewing.
I've been overshadowed by a Grammy Award winner, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Wow.
Rhonda was awesome. I'm fine with that. So, in addition to all the other great things going on, this 4th of July, which is not just the 4th of July, it's the 3rd through the 6th. There's something for 4 days.
Sure.
Like, there's something for everybody. So, we're trying to beef up the kids' stuff. I know that's kind of been lacking, so we're trying really hard to get kids stuff going. So
Yeah.
Thursday, the 3rd, there will be kids stuff. There will be tractor pull. There's going to be a DJ and a street dance.
Nice.
That's always popular, super fun. And then Saturday, the 5th, will be some more kids stuff going on. So, like Allie said, not a lot has been finalized. So come to
Yeah.
the meeting tomorrow if you have opinions or ideas, because we definitely appreciate that.
And if you don't come to the meeting, then don't complain.
Well,
There's that.
that's
and
not
if
wrong.
if you can't come to the meeting either, feel free to send any of us a Facebook message. We want all the ideas. So if you can't
Okay.
make it, we understand schedules
Steve's
are
already
hectic.
typing his out.
Right. Please add. Please add
wiffle ball.
senior wiffle ball.
You could say adult, and it wouldn't sound as bad as
Bring
senior.
your own water.
I don't know. I feel like it might be a little bit more fun if it's senior.
Did you say bring your own water or walker?
Walker.
Oh.
Probably both.
Not
I'm
responsible
gonna
for
give you
hip
the wah, wah.
fractures.
Right. But part of the kids stuff too is we're hoping to get more activities on the square. So both Thursday and Saturday will be on the square, and we're hoping to bring in some maybe kid games, some different things similar to what National Night Out was.
Yeah.
So kind of maybe seeing if we can get some either businesses or personal people, families, if they want to host a little game or anything. We know that families, businesses, everyone wants to enjoy the 4th also. So we're asking for just enough for to get by, and then if we can get a little bit of help here for one day, then you can enjoy the rest of the weekend. It just takes a little bit from everyone to make an event successful.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
if anyone has any ideas or is willing to volunteer or host a game, anything for the kids
Right.
stuff or anything at all, we're all ears. So
Or if you're
Awesome.
secretly talented in like face painting or balloon making, like,
yes.
bring your secret talent out.
Well,
We should have a Steve Shetler media face painting booth.
Maybe I
my
could sponsor
gosh.
it. I'm not doing the painting.
Oh, we
Oh,
could
come
do that.
on, that'd be
No,
harder.
wait, we could do the painting. I mean,
He's,
Yeah, as a
he's
fan-
in.
Oh.
He's
doesn't
in.
mean we have to be good.
As long as
Right.
he doesn't take pictures,
Right.
he's okay.
Oh no, the pictures have to happen.
Grief.
I'll
He
come.
can't
I'll
take
come
We
in.
are both getting just.
Right. I'll come in with a camera and good lighting.
These-
to get
they
the
came in with
pictures.
attitudes.
Yeah,
today. I don't know what's going
guns
on.
a-blazing. I was going to bring up, as thinking back all those years ago when
Yeah.
Steve and I were kids. I can't believe they even had bicycles back then. But, do you remember the bicycle races they used to do up here on the 3rd? That was just, it was fun.
So do you wanna bring that event back? And
Well, I'm just trying to think back to different ones
Right.
that they used to have
Right.
that
Yeah,
they don't
and-
do anymore. But how many kids have bikes?
a lot.
Do they?
Yeah, electric
They were
scooters.
trikes. weren't
Yes,
they?
the electric ones will be
They
around.
do this.
Right.
I don't know. Just I
How
can't
about?
think of.
I remember when I was a kid, they had a frog jumping contest.
yeah.
Oh my
Or like a race.
Yep.
And I was stupid. We always had a little toad in our basement for some reason. For some reason, we had a toad in our basement.
Because entertainment was really short for you guys back
Yes.
then, right? Like
We didn't have the
long
internet.
ago. So long ago.
We didn't have those video games yet, so we played with toads.
At least Steve was lucky enough to have a color TV.
So I brought my toad from the basement to the frog jumping
Really?
contest. It was kind of embarrassing.
Oh, he didn't do very well, or
No,
Stupid toad.
But maybe a frog jumping contest.
I know years and years back, and only from seeing historically speaking, they even had what are those called? Pinewood Derby races.
Yeah. There you go.
Which is that's a big deal.
We're making ridiculous suggestions.
But I mean, we're just throwing ideas.
Hey, no, we're here for that. We want to hear.
Yeah, soapbox cars, right?
Yeah.
And
Get on your soapbox. Now we talked about kid stuff. What do we got for us older folks?
Yeah.
There's pot for you guys.
Free swim.
Ragass is going on, right?
Yes, Ragass is happening, and we're super excited about that. We will, at the meeting tomorrow, we're going to release this draft schedule so people have an idea of kind of the consistent activities, the activities that happen year to year. So that will be released, and if we can fill in somewhere some new things still. Last year was the first pickleball tournament, and that's going to happen again this year, I'm pretty sure. So that's exciting. We are trying really hard to schedule things so that as many people can do any of the activities that they want to. There is going to be some overlapping. Like the golf tournament on Saturday, that one seems to always go a little long.
Yeah.
But we're trying really hard to make sure that everyone can do as much as they can or want to.
Okay.
So.
And then band-wise, we have, is it Blake Jack? Do we have confirmation on that?
Yes, it is. Corey Waller.
Oh, yes.
Wicked.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic band.
Yes.
Right.
Highly recommend.
Good.
I mean, they're going to be.
They're coming.
It'll be a blast.
They're coming in hot.
Yeah.
Good.
They came. We had Blake Jack last year was here.
Yes.
But yeah, we had Corey Waller. Yeah, Corey Waller and the Wicked Things. And I'm not just saying this to say this. They are good. If you like a good country band, it's a full band. They've got fiddle. They've got obviously guitar, drums. They got a female voice.
Very
got
good.
A male voice. They're gonna do a fantastic job.
That just got this old guy excited.
Yeah.
We can maybe push our walkers up there and enjoy some music with our. Well, we'll have to have hearing aids.
Yes.
Yeah. Might turn them down.
You're never too young.
What night is that?
That'll be Saturday night.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
And then the DJ is what night?
Thursday night.
Okay.
And then of course, Friday's 4th, so tractor pulls and fireworks.
Right.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Yep. We'll definitely try to get people here up around the square a couple nights, but then really encourage people to go down to the expo and support down there on the 4th. So.
Yeah, I mean, small town Sigourney. If you've never been into Sigourney for the 4th of July, maybe your town doesn't do much on the 4th of July. There's big cities that really don't do much.
Oh, yeah.
Come to Sigourney. It's just good small town entertainment and 4th of July. The parade, of course. I plan on broadcasting the parade again this year on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you can't be here for the parade, we'll have that for you to watch. But the square's always packed. Seems like things are always busy here around town at the different things. So anything else you want to throw out there?
No,
before we wrap it up.
We're just really excited about
Come
it.
to the meeting.
Yes, please come to the meeting.
Yeah, when is that again?
It is tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. at the public library.
All right, there you go.
All right. So check. Are there snacks? Miss
could-
Amanda?
There could be. Food
Oh.
brings everybody in, right?
That's true. That's true.
So 6:30 tomorrow. How long does the average meeting last? How long do you think this thing will last?
Depending on how many people come, it might be 30 minutes, 45.
Okay. So it's not like you're going to take your entire evening.
No. We don't have time for that.
Yeah. Well, some of us want
or the attention span, really.
And quite frankly, some of us need to get in bed by 7.
I know. You need to get your rest.
Oh, we eat supper at 4.
Gotta get home and watch Matlock, right?
Wow.
Mash.
The Andy Griffith thing.
Oh, man.
Not the new one.
Yes.
We don't need those new fandangled Matlock.
How old are you? You're a baby.
I'm not sure. This has been fun.
It's been fun.
It's been interesting.
It's enlightening.
It is very enlightening. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Well, Miss Amanda, do you have anything library-wise that you need to throw out there this week?
It's all right. We're doing freezer meals this week, so we have 200 meals to make.
Oh my!
So we made 120 yesterday, and we have 80 to make today, and if you want to sign up for April, it's on our Facebook page.
Okay.
We've had several new people sign up, so
And they're pretty great. We've done it before, and in the busy seasons when you're chasing kids, it's so nice to be able to just throw something in a crock pot and just
I'm sure.
set it and forget it and have them do the work for you.
we love doing the work for
Do
you.
ya?
We do. Like,
much.
we have a lot
That's
of fun.
great.
There's 3 of us that make them, and we have a good time.
That's very good.
All right, we have a couple of suggestions in the comments. Amber says, "Is there a bags tournament this year?"
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
there will be
that's
bags.
happening.
Yep.
And then
I'm
Richard
with
Fortney.
I'm with him.
my Lord.
I'm with him.
He says, question mark, Steve Shetler Media dunk tank?
Ooh.
Oh.
We
Is there
did
a
talk
dunk
about
tank?
maybe
Any word
have.
on the dunk tank?
We've talked about it. It's on
Maybe
the
we get-
possibility.
Maybe
but
we could get Neil in a...
I love how you
Speedo.
throw so quick and easily the ideas that
I
are brought
volunteer
to
to
you, and then it's just like Neil.
Right.
Neil
but
will
you
do it.
but you have to do face paint first.
Yes,
before you
right.
get
I mean,
dunks,
yeah, dude, I bet you I could do the old lightning bolt
There you
on
go.
a kid's face.
No, on yours.
On
Now-
mine?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's mine too.
If you were in a dunk tank, would you actually go under, or would the amount of hair on your body like keep you afloat?
Wow.
Everybody's on you
So
today.
it's okay that I called him old, right?
Yes.
Right?
No,
Okay.
he's the old geezer. I mean, he doesn't even know what he's
That was a
talking
good one.
about. That was a good one.
Your hair, your chest hair.
Are you
Wow.
blushing?
I have to. Wait.
All right. Well,
You guys done? 'Cause we got more stuff to go through.
I'm sure
So-
they have
we'll see you guys
things to
later.
get to today.
Yeah.
Amanda, Allie, Hunter, thank you guys for coming in.
Yeah.
Thanks for all you're doing for the community, for putting on these meetings and getting things together for the 4th of July. It's going to be another great 4th of July here in Sigourney.
It is, and next year is the 250th birthday
Oh, wow.
of America. So we are already thinking and kind of planning for next year too. We really want to make that
That'd be
a
huge then.
huge one.
Yep.
So
Okay.
Definitely kind of keep that in the back of
I
your
hope
mind.
we're here to
going-
see it.
I know. With your old age, you might not.
I don't know.
If I play a wiffle ball tournament, it might be the last thing I do.
You know, if we did try to do the wiffle ball tournament, both of us would get hurt.
Right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Well, there is pickleball, so
I'd get hurt playing that.
I'd definitely get hurt. I'm playing pickleball.
Stick to the dunk tank.
yes.
You'll
I'll
be
stick to
okay.
drown.
And the face painting.
I'm gonna-
They'll drown. Jeez.
All right, you guys get out of here.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
coming in. Have a
Thank
great
you.
rest of your
Appreciate
day.
it. Thank you, guys.
While they exit stage, I don't know, right?
Right? Sure, yeah.
Let's take another look at our forecast, and you know what that means. We get to play that wonderful weather
Weather.
sounder. Let's go to our meteorologist, Neil Crott, in the weather lab.
The Weather Lab and the Garden Gate, as always, bringing us the forecast. Look for sunny skies today, a high near 60, very light winds out there today. 40% chance of showers later on tonight, and 43 for a low. Showers and thunderstorms likely throughout the day, on and off. For your Thursday, a high of 63. Tomorrow night, showers, possibly a thunderstorm, low around 50. And Friday, mostly sunny, a high near 78, but breezy on Friday. So thank you to Garden Gate for that forecast.
Love that forecast. Our doorknob fell off.
Is that what? Well,
Interesting.
that's- yeah, we got a project.
Man, this again, our
Wow.
2 hours. We shoot for 2 hours each
Yeah.
day here on this show, but man, we haven't really gotten to much of our normal stuff, which is fine because it's fun to have people in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
And to chat with Grammy Award winners on the phone,
Yeah.
like Rhonda Vincent. So, what are you looking at? You
Oh,
see a
comments.
comment?
Richard Fortney. Not only does he bring up the dunk tank, but
Toothy.
Toothy.
Toothy, the bodysuit, Toothy. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. Every time I go under. That sounded like a turkey.
Should we try to do a giveaway?
Yeah, we could sure try
Is
it.
anybody watching that wants to call in? Because the phone line is officially open here. We can do headline, truth, or trash. If you get 2 out of 3 right, you get a $10 gift card to Bee's Sweet Treats. Let me switch back.
Oh, yeah. That
We're
was
not all
fun.
fancy and have a bazillion little lines at our disposal.
That
but,
was fun. That was fun having the 3 gals in.
Yeah.
Talking about the 4th. And
4th of July. It'll be here before you know it.
It will.
And if you want to call in and play the probably our final segment of the day. 641-622-6262. And if you've won before and you want to call in and we'll gift somebody in the comments, we've got a $10 gift card to Bee's Sweet Treats. If you haven't ever called in before, that would be even neater. Neato, man.
Skeeter.
641-622-6262. We're going to play Headline Truth or Trash, and I will give you headlines, and you're going to say whether they are true or false, basically. So, as an example, let's do this one. And we'll use Neil as our guinea pig here. Dog-shaped cloud follows mailman. Is that true or false? Truth or trash? Dog-shaped cloud follows mailman.
I'm going to say it has to be true.
It is false.
What?
Sorry.
What?
It was false. It was trash.
Well, that's trashy.
So that's how you play. You just make a guess. I give you headlines. You say whether they are truth or trash. If you want to call in, 641-622-6262. This will be our final thing of the day, and then we're going to fix the doorknob.
Dude, I can't believe the doorknob fell off. What if we're locked in here?
Again, if you haven't ever called in, hey, now's your time. I guarantee you're going to win the prize. If you call in, you're going to win the prize. So a $10 Bee's Sweet Treats gift card up for grabs. If you have called in before and you have won before, we can gift somebody else in the comments that has been commenting today. So again, it does pay off to make a comment occasionally, and then, people maybe will gift you the prize for the day. So nobody's calling in. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do,
because at this point they're like, well, we can only do so much. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should offer them an incentive,
a hug.
Yeah, a hug from both of us.
Yes, be like a manwich hug.
Yeah, a manwich hug. I like me some manwich. I love manwiches.
Until somebody calls in, we do have a few more minutes. I do have a little thing here that you might find interesting,
I'm sure I would.
Neil, and it's about men dying young.
Okay.
Hey there. Would you like my doorknob? There you go. All right, so here's what we're going to talk about. Men die young. There are several reasons why men tend to die earlier than women. And here are some of the key factors. Men, I think this is pretty obvious, men often engage in riskier behaviors.
Oh, true.
So, you know, reckless driving.
Yep.
Did you ever drive recklessly when you were a kid?
Yeah, kid.
With your little Yosemite Sam mud flaps on the back?
Yes, I did.
I remember those.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah, back off.
Biking, other dangerous activities that maybe, probably
kids,
percentages favor men doing those instead of women.
Yeah.
So you've got that. Also, men disproportionately work in high-risk occupations.
Oh.
So we're talking like military, firefighting, police,
not that a woman
construction.
can't do those jobs
again,
also.
it's just the
More
numbers
men.
say that men do it more than women, so they're working kind of in more of those high-risk jobs.
Sure.
This also says men are 50% more likely than women to die from heart disease.
Fantastic. That's great. I've heard that statistic before. That's too bad.
All right, so this is across species. Ooh, we're crossing lines into species. Larger animals, which obviously men tend to be bigger than women. Larger animals tend to have shorter lifespans in general.
Oh.
So, yeah, we got that working against us. Despite depression being more common among women, which I did not know.
I didn't know that.
But that's what this is saying. Men, this is a downer. Men commit suicide more frequently than women.
Oh.
Yowza.
Oh.
So that's a heavy one.
Yikes.
Differences in health behaviors, like reluctance to seek medical care.
Yep, I can see that.
And exposure risks at work contribute to the gap in life expectancy. When was the last time you've seen a doctor? I don't know.
I went 17 years without seeing a doctor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was
and
too
then
long.
it all kind of caught up.
Boy, did it ever.
And then also this last one says men may be genetically and biologically more fragile. Very fragile, Neil.
You know, I think women forget that sometimes.
Yeah.
Take that in account. We got feelings too.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Which impacts our overall health.
Right.
So
I get
genetically and biologically more fragile. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know what that exactly that means.
I would have assumed that one of the things on that list would have easily been the reason men tend to die younger is because of the women in their lives. Because they're mean sometimes.
And the broken hearts.
Yes. Yes. And then they're mean sometimes.
That's the mean ones. All right, last chance. Somebody wants to call in and play the game. We're going to do headline, truth, or trash. You can call in at 641-622-6262. Get a $10 Bees Sweet Treats gift card. I know they got some delicious stuff at Bees Sweet Treats on the square here in Sigourney. In fact, let's bring up their information on the screen. Give me just a second. Let me find it. We'll bring this over here. Do that. Get your daily dose of happiness at Bees Sweet Treats. 641-224-8889. They're at
so much
123 East Marion Street in Sigourney. What would it be? The southwest corner of the square. They're just across the street from County Bank. Kitchen supplies, gourmet mixes, ice cream, custom baking, loaded teas, and so much more.
So much more.
Treats bringing us our giveaway today. We're going to give you one more minute.
Yep.
Somebody can call in. 8:56 right now. At 8:57, we're ending this program unless somebody calls in. And if nobody calls in, we'll just bring this gift over to tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And we'll give it away with, we'll have a free drink from Savage Energy to give away
that's
tomorrow.
what's going on. Some of our viewers are
they're
like,
letting it load up.
Yeah. Yep.
Could be.
Joke's on you.
Yeah.
We're only going to let you get two. Nice.
Whoop. Whoa. Hello. What did I do?
Whoa.
I messed up our screen. There we go.
Hey, there we are.
So it's, 641-622-6262 is the studio line, which Rhonda Vincent
it works.
Called in.
We know
it's working this morning.
Yeah.
Grammy Award winner Rhonda Vincent called in. Had a nice interview with her. We had a nice chat with Allie, Amanda, and Hunter from the 4th of July committee. We had Laurie Hornback from Bras for a Cause in earlier this morning. Let's see here. Tomorrow we've got Jesse Montgomery. We've been talking about that cornhole tournament coming up this weekend in Sigourney, put on by the Sigourney Fire Department. That's going on. Jesse Montgomery from the cornhole tournament going to be coming in and telling us all about that. We've got Melissa Brubaker coming in from Enchanted Events tomorrow to talk us up about Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys and all the other stuff going on at Enchanted Events. So, we've got a loaded day tomorrow as well. So.
Don't let me forget, tomorrow I want to ask her if I can have my bar mitzvah there.
Oh, yes.
I've been wondering.
All right. Hey, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor here on Just Another Morning Show. We do thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. Give them a call, schedule your appointment, and maybe see Toothy at 641-673-4845. I believe is their number.
Yeah.
I put the wrong thing on the screen. Schedule your next dental. No, I'm an idiot. This show is coming to an end. I tell you. It's been a great show up until this last 30 seconds. All right, let's get out of here. We're going to put the grand finale up on the screen. Neil, have a great day.
You too.
Thanks to everybody for tuning in. And we'll see you tomorrow.